Hi there. This is Heart, the city beneath. I'm Mark. I'll be your game master or keeper. I'm not sure what they call it in this GM, and I'm super excited to have y'all with me for a few sessions. This game is being run under the Open Hearth, so it'll be under the Open Hearth Code of Conduct. I'll go over safety tools and everything after we do introductions. But first, let's do introductions. I'll just call you as I see you on my screen. So, Nick, why don't you start us off? Tell us who you are, what you're up to, all that.
Hi, I'm Nick. I use they them pronouns. I'm out of East Lansing, downstairs from where Mark is right now because we are spouses.
Cool, thank you.
Uh, Great
Sabine.
to see y'all.
Oh, hi, my name's Sabine. I use they pronouns and yeah, glad to be here.
Awesome.
I have to say, I had some onions. They don't seem to be agreeing with me. Well, I hope I'll make it.
Cool, thank you. And Elliot.
Hey, I'm Elliot. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm in DC on the East Coast.
Cool. And I'm also in East Lansing. Mark, he, and them. Awesome. Let me do the safety tools first, and then we'll talk a little bit about the game, and then we'll jump into making characters and all that. We will be. We have a. Is everyone in? Is everyone in Roll20 right now? There is a lines and veils document there that everyone should be able to see and edit. We will be using lines and veils in this game. Lines are things that will not content that won't be in the game at all, won't be in the game world, whether we see it or not. Veils will be things that might exist in the world, but we are never going to see it on screen. And I put an ask first category in there. So if there's stuff that you're like, I don't know about, feel free to put that in there and we can adjust stuff as we go along. We'll be using Xcard and or script change. So if there's anything comes up that's not on those lists that you want to excise from the game, we can just say stop, roll it back, and take care of what needs to be taken care of. We don't need to know why it's being gotten rid of, but I might ask clarifying questions about exactly what it is so we can make sure that you're taken care of. And we are using the open door. So the game is, or no, the other way around. Players are always more important than the game. So if you need to leave for any reason, whether it's just for a few minutes to take care of something or you decide this is not for you and you want to bail, great. No problem. If you can let me know, that's awesome. If not, and we just don't see you for a while, we'll assume that you're gone and carry on without you. And same goes for me. If I disappear, we've had some internet things going on with the new place, so we'll see how it goes. Great.
I have a question
Yeah, please.
about the lies and veils because it says thing to be probably sees cannibalism. I don't like cannibalism.
Okay, great. We will take
Can
that off the list.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Got that lined?
If possible, I can. If it's veiled, I might be okay, but I
I
really
know.
don't.
Let's line it. Let's get off of there.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, let's line it. There's gonna be plenty of other
All sorts of
terrible things to happen.
Yeah, I was just asking how central it was to the whole game because
uh,
it says that we might see it. Probably won't enjoy that. I'll line it here.
yeah, I think
We
the only
go.
thing that is probably built into a lot of the characters even is body horror, and we can level that as need be. Can you all see that document? Can you edit that document?
I can
Yep.
see it. I'm not sure I can edit it. Let's see. Oh yeah,
I
I
There's a
can
little
click
edit button if you click that, I think.
I have edited it.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Any other questions about safety tools or what do we call them? Communication, hospitality to group tools. You're in mothership. Make sure everyone's feeling comfortable. Cool. Let's talk about the game then. This is Heart. Heart is a role playing game in which you will be playing adventurers going down into the Heart. The Heart is a city that is underneath, a fantasy city that is underneath the city of Spire, which is an entirely different game about drow elves leading a resistance against the high elves there, which also ends badly. Your adventure will inevitably end badly for you as well, but we're going to have a great time doing it. Heart is a thing that lives in the middle of the city. No one's quite sure what it is, but it is extremely powerful, able to shape reality, and it is interested in giving you whatever your heart desires, whether that is good for you or not. So, and it's not very good at doing that either. So, let's heads. We'll kind of fill stuff in as we go along. There's a lot of like lore and setting that is available, but none of it is canon. So we will be kind of building it as we go along. So there's not really a wrong way to do it, which is a relief for me, primarily because I can't remember all that stuff. But what we'll do is we'll start off by making characters, and your characters, what they want and why they are here will help determine what we will see while we're down here. So there's a PDF in Roll20 of a copy of the game book that I edited down to get rid of stuff that's superfluous to your needs. In that book, there should be a section on delvers. And so basically what we're going to do to make characters is we'll choose an ancestry, a calling, which is why you're being here, why you're coming down to the heart, a class, we'll get your abilities sorted out. There's default like equipment and abilities that come with those, and then some you get to choose. And then we'll talk about beats because that is an awesome piece of the game. We'll ask and answer some questions, and we'll get it going. In Roll20, there.
Another question: where would I find that in Roll20? I haven't used Roll20 in a while.
Yeah,
so
this is the first time I've run something in Roll20. So,
okay.
So on the right side, there's icons across the top. The third one is a book. I think they call that the journal. If you click there, the top thing should be a folder that you can open or close called characters. There are 3 default named characters in there. You can either use one of those or make a new one. Once you open that up, there should be a cool template for heart in there. So either pick one or make a new one, and I can get rid of the ones that are not used.
There we go.
Awesome.
Yes. I mean, it makes names that are fun, but I don't see anything.
Change those names.
No, I made one accidentally.
There are so many.
I'm Leoduk. Let's change my name. Okay, there we are.
There we go. Okay.
Cool. Let me get the chat up here. There we go. Great. So let's see. Let's talk about ancestries first. There's 4 common ancestries in the game here: drow, dark elves, elfir or high elves, humans, and gnolls. They are what they sound like. Gnolls are kind of like hyena headed, I think, in this game. Hyena headed, great. And they all have their own little page in the book, starting at page 16.
Oh, you had me at hyena head.
Those pages have a quick description. They have some example names in there, and some questions that we can answer. I put the questions when I played this in the notes section at the very bottom of your character sheet there. So you can just click the plus there, and there'll be a section for notes. The thing I didn't realize until 7 sessions in is you can keep clicking the plus to add more notes instead of just editing the same field. So once you pick your ancestry and name, and there should be some trinkets associated with all of them too. You can either pick one or roll a d20. What pick one or two. If you go into the chat in Roll20, that's the bubbles on the left side of the icons there. You should be able to do slash roll d20 or something like that, and it'll roll dice for you. So you can use that dice roller or roll your own, whatever you like. And when you've done that, just go ahead and change your name. I think it'll change. I'm going to practice on this one here. Sample name. Yeah, cool. So once you change your name, it'll change on the list, and I will get rid of all the other ones so we can more easily see them.
But these are all bare templates, right? They're not
they're all
pre-filled.
completely blank.
Okay, then I'll just take one of these.
Yeah.
And change the name.
And if you can put your person name in parentheses after the name.
Doesn't want me to do that.
If you change the name on the character sheet, it should change the name in the list.
I think I've made yes. Look at that.
Awesome.
You said you had to document the hard rule thingy somewhere.
Yeah, it's under the PDFs on that same tab there. It's at the very bottom.
Oh, I see lines and veils, current character beats, and
let me see if is that not shared with everyone? Oh, show to players. Here we go. Show to everyone. There we go. Can you see it now?
yeah,
I see it
now.
Yeah, Roll20.
There it is.
All sorts of permissions and stuff that need doing.
It opens up. But that's the full document, right? That's not a quick start or anything.
Yeah, that's
Okay. That's fine.
Stuff that you don't need to use, so that it's easier to find stuff in there. But
yeah.
full stuff.
Because I've played hard before, but only once, so I might still need some advice on what the ancestries are. Human, Gnoll, and what were the others?
So there's Drow, they're dark elves that they're either from Spire or from the lands around, and you can make up where you're from. Humans are also just from the world. There's regular humans. The high elves are basically like the upper class, the oppressor class in the city above. And gnolls, I haven't played with gnolls before. Where are they from? They're at war with the elves. Great.
Oh, good. That's what I'll be.
They're forbidden from entering the city of Spire, and many have gone into hiding in the heart. Great. That sounds fantastic.
Nice.
I think I'm a drow. I ran away from the city because, things got a little too dicey.
Yeah.
As they do.
Nick, have you claimed one of the characters in Roll20?
I think I did. Oh, I've just lost my Roll20. Let's try this again. Yeah, I thought I did.
Which one is it?
UH. Ugh.
Okay, got it. I'm gonna delete the other one so it's easier to make everyone out. If you can add your real name to that one in parentheses, just we can see both.
Yeah, I accidentally exited out. What did I do? Let's get it back. There we are. Okay, cool. I'll put my name in there.
Cool. I think we're down to the 3 that we have here. Cool. So we've got ourselves a human. We've got a drow and we've got a gnoll. Great. And yeah, you can pick a name off the list they have there or make up your own, whatever you like.
There's a list.
Oh yeah, there's a list. I love me some name lists.
Yeah, let's do that instead. Name list.
Yeah, I think it's the high elves that have names that are like, where are they? Yeah, they're like Gather Springs Heartbreak or Inkling Pain. And then gnolls are like Pitchwood and Red.
Yes,
It's great.
that's amazing. Can you tell me where the name list is?
It's on the gnolls page. Example gnoll names on the left side and middle on page 19.
Thank you.
And with each of those characters, there are uh, three questions. You can answer one of them, uh, basically asking like, why you traveled here or why your family name was ruined. So you can answer one of those questions and put it in the notes at the bottom of your character sheet. And that's just a flavor thing to help you with the role play.
Where do I find those questions?
They're on the character sheet or on the character page, or the ancestries page for each one. It says answer one of the following questions when you make your character.
Yeah, okay, but where's the answers? Ah, draw, okay.
Yeah, there is a page 16 for you.
Page 16. Okay. Yeah, I found the page. Questions. Oh, okay. I see.
Where do you recommend us answering those? In the bio and info?
At the bottom of the character sheet, the way bottom, there's a notes field. You can click
Oh, thank you.
add a box there. Yeah, and last time I just made one big notes field to put everything in, but you can put additional as many notes in there as you'd like. Those trinkets are great. Three slim unopened cans of cooked eels. Did people get a chance to get those in?
I don't have them answered yet, but they are
Yeah, you don't have to answer it.
helpful, helpful to have in mind.
Yeah. And if you want to grab some trinkets from those lists, either roll for them or
Ooh, trinkets.
those are great. Again, you can pick those now or pick them later, whatever's fun. Those are just fun things to have. Great. Let's talk about callings. Each adventure is going to have a calling. That's basically why you're down here in the first place. This is a terrible, broken reality that twists everything that comes in contact with it. No person in the right mind would adventure into the heart. So, why are you here? The callings are adventure. You go down here if you want adventure, enlightenment. You're looking for the answers to everything down here. You've been forced down here. There's one called Heart Song. Basically, you keep having dreams of the heart, and you're called down there. And penitent. You're being sent down there to do penance from your order. Each one of those start on page. What page they start on? Page 20 and on. Each one of those has a core ability. We can start adding those to the character sheet. Over on the right hand side of your sheet, there's a section labeled abilities. You can hit the plus there. They should have a title and description field that you can put in there. So, for example, the adventure calling has legendary. When you gain a minor advance or a major advance, you refresh different dice and so on. There are 3 questions for each of the callings to answer that tell you more details about why you've come. So go ahead and pick whichever one feels cool to you. Put your ability on your character sheet, answer your 3 questions, and then we'll talk about the beats that are associated with them. Just give me drop a thumbs up in chat when you're done with those.
Sorry, I was still getting my trinkets.
Yeah, no worries.
We're doing callings.
Yeah, we're doing callings. Those start.
It's going a little fast for me.
Yeah, okay, cool. No worries.
So they're in what, page 12?
Page 20 they start right after the
okay.
ancestries.
Thank you.
Yeah.
1920. No, it's not page 20. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I think the PDF pages are one off from the page number.
Yeah.
Page.
Oh, okay. I see. There we go. Notes, no. Adventure, core ability. No.
Picture. I dropped those in chat so you can see them all at once.
Thank you. That's super helpful for me to have written as well as verbal.
And if you need help getting the abilities and stuff on the sheet, I can help with that because it's maybe not obvious at first.
So the null are like, they're not allowed in the spire.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
okay, so some of these may not be available to me.
Oh no, nulls are. Well, say what is your question? I can.
These callings, like if
Like which one?
I guess any of them are like, I live down here, right?
Oh yeah.
But I guess I don't have to dig down here, so that might be why I'm I'm digging. Okay, cool.
Page. I think I'm going with enlightenment.
Nice.
Yes.
It looks like Elliot's enlightenment too. Awesome.
I'm gonna be forced.
Cool.
And maybe I have like belong to a gang or something that's making me go look for stuff.
Nice.
Might also go for adventure, so we don't level up with the core abilities.
That's okay. Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
It was good for you. We had yeah, we definitely had doubles before, so it's not
Okay.
a problem. There's so many beats associated with them; they almost never overlap.
No, I think I like adventure. Adventure is fine.
Cool.
I mean, where do I write it down?
On the left side, under it's right above your ancestry.
It's like calling, right? Yes.
And then again, I would just add a new note at the bottom to answer the questions associated with the calling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, many questions.
I mean, I would, some of them concern other player characters, and maybe I should know a little about them before I answer anything.
Which ones you're looking at? Adventure.
The questions, like when you create your character, answer these questions. Recently, you and another player character did.
Oh yeah.
Thing.
Yeah, yours actually talk about other player characters. Yeah, and you can answer that once we introduce if you want to as well. It looks like yours definitely involve the other characters a lot more.
Yeah, same with.
Yeah, I played Heartsong last time and it was just like, you have weird dreams, tell us about them.
Mm-hmm. So I write my ability to notes, or is there a thing where
So
I
on the
would
right
do
hand
that?
side, there's under like the Bloodbind Echo Fortune, there's abilities and there's a plus under the ability.
I see, I see.
If you click on that,
Yes, I found it. I
yeah,
did
that'll give
find it.
you a little box with it'll have ability name, a little drop down next to it, and then a description box. I think it's going to be core for your the type and the drop down.
Oh, thank you. I hadn't seen that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff built into this, but you have to know that it's there.
Not,
Take advantage of it.
not my favorite UI UX, but it does work.
Yeah, you get used to it.
Oh, my core ability is collateral.
What's that?
That means that like I have a knack for getting behind other people and someone else usually gets hurt instead of me. Great.
Oh no. Yeah, I love you.
Which is sometimes good because sometimes you want to take stress for various reasons. So that's actually getting someone else hurt instead of you is sometimes helpful for them as well. So it's not completely selfish.
But maybe a little bit.
Although it could be.
It could be.
Oh yeah, it looks like everyone has questions that involve the other characters. Cool. And you can wait to answer those.
Yeah.
Go around and do the introductions then. Cool. So the big fun part. Let's talk. Oh, do you have a question? I heard a noise.
No, I was just cheering because this is the part I'm looking forward to.
Cool. The classes start after that. There are 9 of them, I think. They're all completely wild and are not standard D&D classes. I would say just skim through them and pick something that feels good to you. I can give you a brief intro to. Oh, actually, there's a good one in the yeah. So let's see. There are great. So there's cleavers. They are shape-shifting hunters who eat the flesh of their prey. There are deadwalkers who basically died and came back, and they use spirits and they can go into the afterworld. There's the Deep Apiarist, my personal favorite, who is got bees in them to do magic stuff. There are heretics, which are devotees of the moon beneath, sort of weird cleric kind of. There's the Hound, who is basically a mercenary cop kind of thing. Incarnadines, who are uh, prophets, I guess, of the god
They're
of.
like in debt.
Yeah, they got so deep in debt that they became worshippers of the goddess of debt, and can do stuff with luck and stuff. There's junk mages who need to keep casting bigger and bigger spells to satisfy their addiction to magic. There's a Vermissian knight, half guy, half train, and witches. Self-explanatory, witches. So yeah, pick what you like.
I think I would like to be a jump mage unless that's someone's deepest desire.
It's not.
I had my eye on the bee guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad that I wanted there to be one. It's such a cool character.
I'm a bee guy.
The
I think I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be a Deathwalker then.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
That's cool.
That's what you get from being an adventurer. You get dead.
Yeah.
You're very good at adventure.
But it didn't stick.
No.
Cool. Let me walk.
I got better.
It got better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me walk us through translating stuff from the book to our character sheet. So on the main page of your class, there's core traits. On the left side of your sheet, you'll see a list of skills and domains. You will have a skill and domain that is in it to your class. So just check off that skill and check off that domain, and we'll talk about what those mean in a little bit. There's a resource. Those are under resources. They're just above the skills. And there's a little plus button there. You can click a resource. Resources have a description, a domain, and a die size. So the Deadwalker has a bag of interesting teeth, desolate D6. So you can click the plus on resources and put that there. And then you get to pick one piece of equipment. And those are similarly right above the resources. You can click that plus and add your thing there. And then we'll talk about abilities once we got those down.
Interesting teeth. That sounds interesting.
Interesting teeth.
That piece of that resource that we have.
Mhm.
Oh, we put it under resources.
Yeah.
Got it.
Vial of cursed ink. Yeah, and then you'll put the domain under the domains and tags and the die. Yeah, perfect. You got it.
Got it.
And the same with your equipment. Cool. So yeah, so you will have some abilities. on your sheet there. Everyone's going to have core abilities. I think everyone has 2 core abilities. So just like your calling ability, you can put those in there. You also have minor abilities and major abilities. There are a lot of them. We're going to start off by picking 1 major ability and 3 minor abilities. Um, Take your time picking through these because they're all super, super cool. And you always want all of them, but you can't have them yet. So go ahead and take your time, poke through those. Pick 1 major and 3 minor. And I'll keep an eye on the character sheets to see how folks are coming along.
And by major, you mean core ability?
So there's core abilities. So let me see, like Junk Mage has Ravening Knowledge and Sacrifice
Oh, and then there's major.
abilities. And then there's the list of minor abilities and then the list of major abilities.
Can you tell me again how many of each we're supposed to pick?
3 minor and 1 major.
3 minor, 1 major. Okay.
Yeah, I usually pick the major one, or I have in the past picked the major one first, just because it's less choices and then kind of fill stuff in. Some of them will give you domains and or skills. Um, Domains and skills are things that are going to give you dice when you're trying to do stuff. So, in addition to looking at your cool abilities, see if there's any things that you think you feel like you might want to do. Discern, evade, hunt, mending, sneaking, compelling. If there's stuff you definitely feel like you might want to do, aim for skills that give you those. You get new skills pretty fast in this game, usually around 1 per session. So if you don't get everything you want up front, you'll get it soon. And of course, this is not tournament play. So if if we pick something that we decide we hate, we can go ahead and retcon it later.
I have a question.
Yeah.
There are 3 minor thingies under the major ability that I got. Can I take all of them? Do I need to decide which one I want?
When you take the major ability there, so let me look at you're an adventurer.
Yep.
So say you took extinction bow. You get a giant bow. So you get the main part of that ability up top, and then there are, I think every major ability has 3 minor abilities associated with it. Those are kind of add-ons or upgrades you can get later on. So when you level up, you basically level up new abilities. So you can either take a brand new minor ability or enhance a major ability when you get a minor upgrade.
Oh, okay. I see. So I don't have them from the beginning. I just have the first one.
Just have to look at them and long for them.
And wait a minute. I'm looking at the abilities for my playbook thing. It's not called playbook, but you know what I mean, yeah. The Deadwalker.
Yeah.
And are they major abilities for the calling too?
No, there's just the one ability.
Okay, just the one here. Okay.
Yeah, I looked at the quick start is misleading because it has like the calling and class abilities kind of mixed in together weirdly.
Okay.
That's not how the game works.
let's see. I think I'm taking that one.
They're also good.
Copy it.
I'll start looking at your all of your core abilities and stuff so I can get a handle on what you're into.
How many? I think we start out with the two skill and domain from our class or whatever it's called, class.
Mhm.
How do we get others?
So there are abilities. So for you, Deadwalker, if you take the Explorer minor ability,
So that's the only way to get. Oh, I see. There are a lot of
there's
things
a lot
that
of
we can
things that
get
you have
now.
to do.
Okay,
Pretty much
cool.
almost every minor ability gives you a new skill
Yeah. Mhm.
or domain.
Okay.
Start taking notes.
So I need religion.
So cool. Yeah, good stuff. How are we feeling?
Just need a little moment more, but I'm almost there.
Cool.
Do you know how to turn off the sounds in Roll20?
Yes, in theory. I just mute them.
Yeah, I haven't muted, but I'm like, I have the master volume level down. I'm not
Yeah.
sure how to turn it off when someone rolls the dice. I hear like a bloop.
I think if you go to the settings icon on the far right, and then under text chat options, I think you can uncheck enable
Ah,
background chat sounds.
thank you. Appreciate it. There it is. It's just it's a, not in tone. It was really funny.
Cool. Looks like everyone's got major and 3 minors.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Awesome. Cool. Let's go back to your calling sheet or your calling page in the book. The second page of each calling has a list of minor beats, major beats, and zenith beats. These are the things that you'll use both to tell me kind of what you want to do in a delve, and how you level up. So you will start off by picking 2 of them. There's a big list of them. Um, we can change them up as we go along, or we will be changing them up as we go along. So if something doesn't feel fun after you take it, we can change it up. But basically, when you take a minor, so I'm looking at, I'll look at the penitent here. I don't think anyone has that. So the penitent has a minor beat, spare someone's life. So if we are doing a delve and you have the opportunity to kill someone and you don't, you will mark that beat. When you mark the beat, as soon as you mark the beat, you will take a new minor ability, either from the minor ability list or an upgrade to a major ability. Same thing with major beats. Penitent has a major beat. Take major blood fallout. Get really hurt. If they pick that and get really hurt, they take a new major skill. There are also zenith beats. Zenith beats are how your character ends, pretty much. And they are like commune with the heart or betray your order or stuff. That will not happen until you choose to do it. And in 4 sessions, it probably won't happen at all. But in a longer game, that's what you're shooting for. And those are all cool things. The most memorable one for me is the Vermisian Knight. One of their Zenith beats is like turn into a giant train and run over everything. It's great. So those beats are going to be on your character sheet under the active beats section on the left side, right under your ancestry. Has our little plus sign. So take a poke through those lists. Pick a couple things that sound fun. 2 minor is good to start with, or a minor and a major, whatever you feel like. If you're not sure exactly what something means, feel free to ask or let yourself be surprised. And once you pick those and put them on your sheets, I will take note of them. And basically, your beats are not guaranteed to come up, but I will try to angle things so that everyone is getting what they want, because that's what the heart is trying to do. The heart is trying to give you what you want, and so am I. And neither of us are very good at it.
Am I supposed to choose myself beat now or in future?
Yeah, you'll pick two beats right now.
Yeah, okay. I'm not picking self beat right now.
Yeah.
And is it 2 minor?
It can be too much. It can be 2 beats of any kind.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to start off with a major one, you can. At the beginning of each session, we will change them up. Or I think technically at the end of each session, you can change them if you want to. Yeah. Yeah, I started off with a minor and a major, and it took a while to get a major one, but it's fun to shoot for.
Yeah, I got a fun one.
Yeah. And I will take notes of those. Awesome. And I think with that, our characters are done. Let's do introductions. So we'll just go around, say their name, pronouns, class, calling, ancestry, and whatever else you want to tell us about them. If you want to talk about your abilities, great. If not, there are fun surprises to spring on the other players when they come up. Cool. Let's go around same order. Let's start with Nick and Red Eye.
Yeah, so I'll be playing Red Eye Gree, who uses they, them pronouns. They are a junk mage. Their calling is forced, and their ancestry is null. Anything else I need to say about my person?
If there's anything you want to tell us about them, great. If not,
So far, I know that they're forced by this kind of crime syndicate that I've named the Pebble Hunters Confederacy. They're kind of in debt to this gang because they got them started on their magic addiction. And they've sent me into the heart looking for some treasure because I'm good at sniffing out treasure and magic.
Cool, thank you. Sabine, tell us about Zenthar.
Yeah, I'm playing Centaur, sorry. They're a drow. They use they them pronouns. They're a drow. They got well kicked out of the spire. I don't think they actually got kicked out. They ran away because they've been during their durance they were forced to clean up stuff for their mistress. And by cleaning up stuff, you sometimes pick up stuff, and some of the stuff that they picked up, they maybe shouldn't have. And then it came, well, people became aware and they ran away and they were hunted and now they're dead. But as I said, it didn't stick, didn't stick. They're here in the heart now, which is nice, I guess. So far, maybe they'll find something. They've heard of this Elfir necromancer. They really want to hunt down, but are a little leery because Elfir are powerful and dangerous. Well, so are they, but yes. Any questions?
Does the necromancer have a name?
Yes, they do. I don't think Centaur has learned it yet.
Cool, cool. Awesome, thank you. And Elliot, tell us about Dolwyn.
Yeah, so Dolwyn is a human. He uses he, him pronouns. He is a deep apiarist, and he is seeking enlightenment. He's trying to find the secret to immortality. He has joined a couple of different cults trying to do this. The last one he joined turned out to be a scam that took all of his possessions. And he has more recently joined this bee cult and allowed the bees to inhabit his body. And he is delving into the heart to try to learn the secrets of ascension.
Nice.
Hate a cult scam.
I think
Gets everyone.
this bee thing has legs, though. Fantastic. Um, so I think everyone has questions that require other player characters. Let's go back around. Does Nick have those? Or
Yeah, mine is there's another character who also has a history with my masters. So the gang, the Pebble Hunters Confederacy. I could see either character getting messed up with this organized crime situation, but I didn't know if either of you wanted to be. Like I didn't know that it could be that the necromancer is involved in them. It could be that one of the cults maybe they had one of these scams running. But I wanted to leave that open to y'all. Which of y'all wanted to be connected to the Pebble Hunters Confederacy? A very dangerous gang.
I could do that. Pebble hunters sound that they're probably not that dangerous, right?
Um, what's the other question you have?
I think that's the only one I have
Oh, okay.
that has to do with someone else.
yeah.
The others are how my masters control and
Okay.
contact me. Yeah, so maybe the necromancer is messed up, is connected to them, and you're hunting them out.
Yes, maybe they have alluded that they have knowledge about that necromancer, and I'm like, oh yeah, sure, necromancer, tell me more about that. And they're like, yeah, well, look, if we want to tell you, you gotta do stuff,
Yeah, there we are. That's perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Great. Does Centaur have questions that require other?
Yes, I have two. I have two. I have to jump around here. Um, Me and another player character barely escaped from a dangerous situation recently. Who was it and what happened? And the other one would be recently you and another player character returned from a delve with an item for a wealthy patron. They wouldn't give it up. Why and what was it?
Anyone feeling those?
I could see Dolwyn refusing to give up a artifact. If he
Yeah.
thought it would contain some sort of secret knowledge or something.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, I could definitely see Red Eye getting in trouble with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
something to maybe like we were trying to do a job for the Pebble Hunters and we didn't go so well.
Oh well, well. Did we take on more than we could chew, or
Just the one time. This next time will be better.
yeah, yeah, okay. So we thought we should go and fight this giant mushroom dog, but it had more teeth than we would have expected from a mushroom dog, right?
Yeah. Should have been easy. Should have been an easy one.
Mhm. Well, next time. Next time. Red eye, right?
Red Eye, yeah.
Cool. And Dolan, what do we have for you?
Yeah, I have two questions. Choose another player character. They've been invaluable in your journey so far. What if you learn from them? And choose another player character. You know they're hiding secrets from you. Why do you suspect they're doing this? Any inclination to either of those questions?
It could go either way.
I think I'm not the super secretive guy. I
Mhm.
mean, that's
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine Red Eye has some secrets.
yeah. I mean, with the Pebble Hunter thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, just a little
Right.
bit of a drug addict. It's
Oh,
a problem I have under control.
Yeah.
See, that's the good thing about being dead. You're no longer addicted to anything except for not staying in the ground, I guess.
Yeah. So, I suspect that Red Eye is hiding secrets. Or I might suspect the Zenthar is hiding secrets. Do the other two of us know that you are this revenant, that you've come back from the dead?
I'm not very subtle about that. I mean,
Like,
hey, it was the
Zenthar
most
is not
exciting
allowed.
thing that happened to me. I died. I know that I know how that happened, but it was pretty awesome anyway.
Okay, so I think Dolwen thinks you do know something about it, because
Mhm.
he's trying to attain the secret immortality. He thinks
Oh
that
yeah.
you did
Okay.
he thinks you know you
Uh-huh.
know more than you're letting on about how you came back.
Yeah, I totally do, but I'm
I
not
love
telling
how I love how open and honest Zenthar is.
Um, and so Red Eye's been invaluable in my journey. What have I learned from them? Um,
Like a really good person.
um, what sort of thing might you be?
I'm from here, so I'm
Yeah,
wondering if I maybe hooked you up with. I mean, I guess I through the Pebble Hunters, so probably have like a lot of connections.
yeah, I
So
like
maybe I
that.
got you
Yeah.
hooked up with the scam, but I also got you hooked up with the bees. I'm sorry that didn't work out. Let's try a different one.
Yeah, so yeah, you've helped me get connected to different opportunities in Spire.
Nice. Cool. So that is the core of our characters here. Feel free to fill in any details that you think you might have missed or you want to flesh out. Let's take our first break here. Let's make it 13-ish. Let's come back at 20 after. So we have some time to sort of figure out what we're about. I'll get a delve set up for you and we'll get into it. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Cool. I'll see you soon.
See you.
All right. Cool. So I think we're going to start you off in Grip Station. So I think you all have been in the heart for a little while on the outer reaches of it, tier 0 and 1. And you've all wound up here at Grip Station. Grip Station is a haven. What is a haven? A haven is basically a safe question mark place where folks have enough people have come together with the same idea that this area of the heart is stable enough to be called a place, kind of. So this is Grip Station is part of, or was part of, the Vermissian Underground, which was uh, a train network that the high elves from the city above tried to make by piercing the heart for energy, and that went real bad, and everything turned inside out, and the Vermissian incident was a bad time for everyone. But this is one of the stations, and the notable thing about it is above the tracks here are on the ceiling there are masses of these giant pink crystalline stalactites that kind of tinkle and shudder as the noises and movement below it happen. Um, they hoped that as the train went through here, they would illuminate the crystals, and it would be a beautiful sight for people coming through. Um, what they didn't understand was that anytime a train went over like 10 miles an hour, the stalactites started to fall and destroy things. So they eventually, the what you call, they the trips through there were very slow, so that was shut down. Um, but there is a small, not city, but a settlement around where the station was. Um, let's see. Right now, it's kind of inhabited by Vermissian sages who are kind of scholars and archivists who were associated with the Vermissian before, who are cut off and live in the heart now. And so they are their primary work is kind of scaffolding these crystalline stalactites to keep their shit together. Um, so I'm curious. Um, so you all have some history with each other, various ways. Uh, what has brought you here? Where or maybe where did you come from that led you here?
To this location.
Yeah.
I was helping some people smuggle some mushroom vinegar alcohol thingy rot gut stuff into this place because I think the Vermissian sages are not too hot about people drinking this and getting all visiony and weird. Yeah, so we finished that. It went as well as you could expect it
Mm.
from people who would smuggle this stuff and maybe partake of it. So I might have lost the thread about the last few days before I'm now and I'm here. It's fine. It's all fine. I can't really get drunk, which is a bummer, but also the stuff does a number on me. I didn't know that. It's fine. It's fun. Need to get more of that.
Fantastic. I love that. Um, I was just gonna look something up, but I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah. There's something about havens. I'm trying to see if I can find it in the book. Mm, so havens have things called haunts, which sounds like a bad thing, but it's not. Haunts are places in a haven that let you heal things. Right now, none of you need healing. But there are basically resources or people or things available in Grip Station that will allow you to heal various kinds of damage when it comes around. I think the two of note here are the sages themselves and a doctor, and I like this one. Technically, a doctor, an alchemist, kind of, who might be interested in this mushroom liquor that you'd been smuggling before. Um, and so I think uh, their name is Frumius. Let me put that in chat here. Yes. Frumius, the alchemist slash doctor. They either got a sample of or got wind of this mushroom liquor. And since they're very interested in it for medicinal purposes, clearly, they are offering you a job to go get some, maybe not some more because it was smuggled in, it's dried up, but there is a grove not too far away, although distance is a fuzzy concept in the heart. There's a Redcap Grove that has lots of different fungus and mushrooms. If you can bring back some samples that could be distilled into medicinal tinctures or maybe used for alchemical purposes, he's kind of vague on exactly what they're going to be used for. Just get a bunch and bring them back. He can make it worth your while. What does worth your while mean? It usually means, I was just looking at it, usually means employment. There we go. Usually means that they're offering a resource that is one size up from the default stress of the tier. You all are in tier 1 now, so a D8 resource, which is pretty nice, which we'll get when you get back. When you return hero stuff, you can also get healed, blood stress, echo stress, mind stress, fortune stress, supply stress, all that good stuff. But I think we're going to just jump into the first, instead of messing around the city or start off, we'll jump into the first delve. So let me talk a little bit about what that means. So a delve is basically traveling from one place to another. So in this case, you're going to be traveling from Grip Station, where you are now, to the Redcap Grove, which is a wild place. And ooh, I can put that on the map. I have little things I can put on the map. The little things came with it. I bought the pack and it has little squares you can put on the map. I said that's
really cool.
Wild place. So on the big red map in Roll20, there's Grip Station. And I'm going to drop a wild delve here. This is going to be a tier 1 delve as well. So it's not super dangerous, you know. And this is going to be Redcap Grove. Nameplate, bam. Look at that, so nice. So to get from there to here, we're going to, I can put a connection to it too. That's so nice. Sorry, I'm just really enjoying these toys. Roll20 is okay, I guess. I don't know.
Map is very nice.
Map is really cool. I get to put little squares down or hexes. So nice.
Can't tell what's cooler, the map or you being excited about the map. Both are delightful.
Cool. So there's a trip you're going to take between places. What does that mean? In Heart, delves are kind of almost attacked in various ways. A delve has a resistance score or a score, a number associated with it, and you will basically be doing delve rolls to decrease that score. As you do that, we'll hit events along the way, which will be things, people, obstacles, monsters, challenges, which we will overcome in various ways. So that will lead us to rolling stuff. Let me take a look at your characters and see what we have. Does anyone have delve skill? Looks like Dolwyn does.
Yeah, I do.
I do.
Yeah, I think we all do, right?
Amazing. Fantastic. Everyone's got some delve. Whew.
Yeah.
So nice. So nice. Um, so you can, how do resources work? Oh no. I noticed you also have a delve. No, that's not a cult resource. Sorry, I was looking at there. There are resources that will give you bonuses to delve things. I don't think I see any. Great.
I have the
Oh
dimensional
no,
barometer
have a
as
dimensional
the
barometer.
delve domain.
Yeah. There's some way to use that to improve your delve rolls. I don't know exactly what that is right now. I can look it up if you want to use it. If not, we can just go with a regular delve. What do you feel like?
I mean, we can skip it for now. I haven't looked
Cool.
up the rules for that.
Cool. So basically, what we're going to do, we're going to pick one of you to make a delve roll. This delve is a delve through the domains of technology and wild. So technology because it's connected to our station, wild because it's going to our mushroom grove, and stuff in between has got to be a mixture of the two. So how do rolls work? There's one kind of roll in heart. You're going to basically build a D10 pool, roll them, and take the highest number. So anytime you roll, you're going to start off with 1d10. If you have a skill that you can use, you have another 10. If if you have a domain that matches the thing you're trying to do, add another d10. If you have mastery, which basically means that when you level up a domain or a skill, you get an extra check in it. That'll be a knack. I don't think anyone has that now. You would add another 10. So you could eventually get 4d10. But most of the time, you'll be doing 2 or 3 because you'll have the base one and then a skill and or resource. So you roll those, take the highest die. There's a quick where is it? At the very end of the book, there's a little summary sheet. Rules summary. I should take that out and put it there. I wonder if I can do that. There's a rule summary for everyone. But upshot is when you roll, take the top one. I'm not going to talk about risky and dangerous yet. Take the top one. 10, critical success. You did great. And you will increase the outgoing damage or success of it by a die step. So a D6 will become a D8 and so on. 8 to 9 is a full success. You just do it. 6 to 7 is a success with a cost, which means that you do it and you take some stress. 2 to 5 is a failure, just take stress. And 1 is a critical failure, take double stress. So those are bad things. But stress is great. It helps you become more of a well-rounded person. So we'll walk through our first roll together. It'll be great. Who would like to try our first delve? Does anyone have wild or technology as a domain?
No.
Let's see. Ooh, great. So cool. I think anyone who's going to be rolling is going to be rolling with 2 dice. Who would like to make our first roll?
I imagine story-wise, Red Eye, one of the things that Red Eye likes to do is I was born down here. And so I think I like to try to impress people by like knowing people in places, whether I do or not.
Awesome.
Like I'm connected to the Pebbleback Confederacy, but like I'm always like, oh yeah, just follow me. I
Whether you know or not. That's great.
Yeah. So I think
Sounds
narratively.
a little safe, but okay for now.
Yeah. Narratively, yes. Maxmin, no.
Great.
Which
Cool.
is how
So
I play.
on your character sheet, it makes it quote unquote easy to do a roll. Let me look at one so I can talk you through it. So in the upper right hand of your character sheet, it has the little roll thing. There's 2 drop downs. one that has the skills and one that has the domains. Nothing is selected in them yet, but you can. I'll fill in. So we'll do delve and technology right now.
I'm not sure I am following what you're saying.
So on your character sheet, right above your abilities, there's 2 drop downs.
Oh, I see. Okay, up there.
Cool. I've selected delve and technology because that's what we're doing. You can select your own when we do another one later. So right now we're going to be doing 2 dice. So it's smart enough to know that you have delve checked and you don't have technology checked. So when you hit the roll button on the right hand side there, it should roll 2 dice for you. So and this is standard with no mastery. Great. Delve plus technology. You got a 6, which means a mixed success, I believe.
Oh, right. And it shows up in that other thing. Okay,
yeah.
Got it.
It does the math for you and everything. Great. So that is a success at a cost. So you're going to take stress. Great opportunity.
Not a problem.
Opportunity to.
This is how things work down here in the heart.
Yeah, flex everything. How do you lead folks out of Grip Station? What does the route out look like? Is it on one of the tracks? Is it through a side passage? Do you get someone to lead you somewhere secret? Do you know?
Yeah, I think there's an abandoned track, and I'm like, oh yeah, trains don't go this way. We can use this as a. This is like a shortcut.
Great.
I love shortcuts.
What goes wrong taking folks down the shortcut?
Like how bad can it go wrong? Like I think that it's maybe not I think it's a track that's actually used.
Yeah.
Like it's not a decommissioned track.
Yeah, and since trains go slow and since the crystalline stalactites are not an attraction, it is mostly in the dark. So
everyone just lay down real still.
Yeah, I think you're actually kind of like swiped by a slow moving train. And you're boasting and kind of pointing and you almost walk into it more than it hits you.
See, these tunnels have been like these crystals, it was not ideal, but like the way the engineering here, it's
so what's going to happen is you're going to take some blood stress.
Got it.
Yeah, so the default stress level for tier 1 here is a d6, so I'm going to just roll a d6 here.
I also have collateral.
Oh, what does that mean?
I have a knack for getting behind someone when things kick off. Once per session, I can allocate stress to a nearest friendly target instead of marking it myself. What's that?
Are you saying you want to do that, or do you want to take the stress yourself?
I think for this one I will. I was just like playing with the idea of pushing someone else in front of the train.
You will take it, or you will use it? I decided.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, cool.
I think it's the funniest.
Did you take any skills that give you protection
against stress?
Yeah.
I don't think I thought about that. I was just like treasure.
Looks like you have fortune protection.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw your fortune protection in there. Cool. So no protection. So you're gonna mark 4 blood stress there.
Got it.
So just put a 4 in that box. Click out of the box, and anytime you take stress, you're gonna do a fallout test. There's a big button right there that says fallout test. So go ahead and hit that. Great. Basically a fallout test. You're going to roll a d12 for some reason. If that is equal to or less than your current stress, you're going to take fallout. You did not do that this time. So you basically walk into this train that is slowly creeping along the track. Get a little bruised up. And that's all that happens there.
I mean, it used to be abandoned. I guess they
Yeah.
have this one back up and running.
um, but
Wow.
you did the thing. What are
Did
we?
you do that on purpose, or was that just
That's how it
for
works.
fun?
Still a shortcut.
It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
shortcut.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember how it works. So I think so I think by default you're doing a D4 of damage to the delve. And if you use an item, you roll the dice for that. Great. So would you please roll a D4 for me?
I'm still rolling.
Yeah.
Wait, what am I rolling for?
This is to see how far we got on the delve.
And I just roll on the main screen.
Yeah, and just
Oh,
slash
D4.
roll for.
D4. 3. Right?
Did
I roll it?
I don't know.
Yeah, see a 3 in there.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. 3 again.
Double down, 3. Great. So you have progressed 3 out of 10 in that delve. And I think what happens is that let me find these guys. They're pretty great. Oh, I think since it was Red Eye, and you do know folks down here, um, who do you know that you would not want to see?
Mm,
I think it's one of the guys from the gang. I think it's one of
Sockeye Joe.
Hawkeye Joe. Yeah, that guy. Um, Sockeye Joe is another mm, not employee, another contractor for the Pebble Hunters, the PHC. Sockeye Joe, and he's got a couple scruffy looking guys. Looks like he just shanghaied them. One's a high elf who looks like he's seen better days, and one is another gnoll. Sockeye Joe is a drow himself, and Sockeye Joe's a rival, I think. And it kind of looks like they. Mm, stole is a strong word. Looks like they commissioned this unused train to slowly and safely creep from one place to another, looking for something. When you kind of bring the train to a stop, uh, they hop out, and Sakai Joe's like, "Red Eye, you're what are you doing here? You on a job?"
Um, yeah. Yeah, something from on high. Kind of a one of those zip lip situations. Can't really talk about it here.
Who are these guys?
Um, this is Zenthar and Dalwin.
Oh, you haven't heard of me.
No.
Okay.
So what's
So
the
it can't
job?
be so it can't be that important.
Hmm.
I guess. Sorry.
So what's the job?
Oh, just you. I got a nose for that kind of, stuff they need for their extra big rituals, and they're just searching around for some treasure here and there, and just like little odd jobs. And how about you? Having any luck?
Looking for a job. Who's your job for?
Oh,
Sorry, who are you? Your name is Sockeye Joe, is that right?
Yeah, I work for the Pebble Hunters.
Is that your given name, Sockeye Joe?
I was given that name. You want to know
Yeah.
why? You want to find
See,
out why? And he like kind of reaches around the back of his belt and pulls out a little looks like a little leather bag full of full of rocks, and the two behind him kind of look like cringe a little bit.
Oh no, I think I get it. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. So maybe you need some help on your job, or maybe we could just take it off your hands.
Or maybe you get back on your train and go on driving, doing your own little thing, and we do our own little thing, and nobody gets hurt
Oh, I don't
or
think
embarrassed.
nobody gets hurt part. What do you guys think? It's not really friendly. Red Eye, your friends aren't very friendly.
Well, I mean, you know, in the heart, you gotta stick with who you're with. Friendship is a luxury, like we always say. And then I'm in luxury here
Hmm.
because I have friends and I wouldn't mess with us.
Oh,
Uh, I mean, I we can do some damage.
do some damage. Sure,
I
sure.
mean, you saw we this train was moving and I stopped it with the full force of my being.
Yeah, I didn't want to mess up the track.
And that's what you say now.
Do you have a
But
problem?
No, we don't have a problem. You're the ones who want to take over our job. I mean,
Sakai, are you interested in supplements? I mean, when you say job, like you're not going to get paid money. You're getting we're in this for the supplements, uh, which I you might not be interested in. You might be looking for a job that pays in cash.
I look for any job that pays anything.
Uh, all right. Well, I'll give you one of these mushrooms to deliver a message for us.
A mushroom. Who wants to give us a mushroom? Sure. What's the message?
Um, oh, tell Frumius that we we found the thing. He'll know what it means.
Confirm me. Do you actually have a thing you can give him?
I have a mushroom. It's a trinket.
That's a trinket. Hmm. Let's make this a roll for you then.
Sure.
This feels like a compel. I don't see compel on your sheet.
Nope.
um, and do you match either technology or wild here?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
All right. One die.
Let's roll with one die and see what
All
happens.
right.
An
That
eight.
is neat.
nice,
Fantastic. An eight will do it. And it
nice.
will do it with no stress effect. So he like looks back at the other ones, kind of talks with the elf a little bit. Like, okay, I think I can track down that guy. I'll take that. You found the thing. Is that what you found? That's the message.
He'll know what it means. Yeah, the thing.
Okay. Um, you know what? This train is way too annoying, so we're gonna walk the rest of the way. Um, Smell you later. And he kind of like shoulders red eye as he walks past.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take the train now?
Oh, you
Yeah, we got a free train.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Always wanted to drive one of these babies.
All right, good thing you can drive.
All right.
Sure, I can drive. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Zinthar, take the helm.
Can't be too hard, right? You just push this button and off we
And
go.
it goes. Great. Do I have to step for that? Maybe not. Cool. Who would like to make the next Delve roll to move on down the road?
I think I do because I'm driving the train.
Great.
Because I've
That
trained
sounds
that
right.
I knew how to do that, which I don't, but I got Delph, so
Great. Let's make a Delve and technology roll then.
I do not have technology. But do I have anything that would help me here? Ritual Blade. No, probably not. It's not Desolate, right?
No.
Which is a pity. Okay. I'm rolling this delve. See how that goes. Oh no,
Or
I don't know how to take it. I don't know how to drive that train.
for the failure, you will take
Yeah, I
stress.
know.
So
Yes.
take default D6 stress here.
Okay.
Amazing.
Cool. You're just gonna take 2 stress. I
Oh,
think it's
that's
going to be
okay.
stress to um hmm, I think it's going to be so tell me what goes wrong.
Yeah, I mean, this is a train, right? And trains have some sort of energy source, I guess, something like probably not coal,
Ooh,
but
yeah.
something different.
Yep. So you're gonna take echo stress.
Yeah. Yes, whatever that means. That
Yeah.
it's
Um,
just like, yeah, you just I maybe have underestimated how volatile this stuff is.
mhm,
And just oh, we need to fuel this and
yeah.
open up
And feel
the thing and then throw in some of the fuel stuff and then it blows up a little, I guess.
Yeah, I think what it's actually so echo is kind of the warping of reality and whatnot from the heart. And I think
Yes.
what it's actually run on, and maybe why his two friends were looking a little bit ragged, I think the train actually draws on some of your essence to do it. And I think you catch that before it does too much wrong. But let's make that Fallout test for you and um, see what it does. Probably won't
I
be.
rolled 1d20, right?
You can just hit the Fallout test button on there. It should roll a d12 for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Fallout, where are you?
so
Ah, there you go. I found it.
the big button. Woo, just made it.
Yeah, well, it's enough, right?
Yeah. So I think yeah, you do feel it kind of drawing something out of you. Deadwalker. What what did it feel like when you died the first time?
Yeah, what did it feel like? I felt hmm, like walking into a fog,
Mm,
right? A cool fog that was just everywhere,
yeah,
though, inside, outside, and it couldn't see, couldn't hear, felt like muffled everything.
yeah. Yeah, and I think as you're like inching the train down the track, uh, you start to like a little bit of that fog comes in the edges of your vision, and you're just like, "Oh hell no, nope, that's not again."
Yep.
You're not
Okay.
gonna
Yes.
shut it down.
Oh, I think this thing wants to eat my death, and I don't want it to. So
Yeah,
maybe walking is the better idea, actually.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's right.
Walking sounds good.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Nice train.
Nice train. Shame if something happened to
Yeah.
it. um, cool. Who's making our next delve roll?
I'll make a roll.
Awesome.
Um, so this is still wilder technology.
Yes. Yeah, all the rolls here will be wilder.
Yeah. All right. Um, and all right. So I'll go ahead and roll. Well, I'm having what are these three numbers? Why are there three numbers when we confused about how?
Oh, those are
Oh, I see. You roll.
yeah. So the bottom two are the numbers that you rolled, and the
Yeah,
top
I see.
the highest one. So you got an 8. Fantastic. Let's roll a d4 and see how far along we get that. No
Oh,
stress.
that's going to be a D6 because I'm using my dimensional barometer, I
Great.
think.
Great.
All right, so I'll roll a D6. Well, it's 3.
Cool. So we make a little bit of progress down the track. Mm. And um, I think what happens is you're walking. It's dark. You have light sources of whatever kind, standard delving deep gear. I think you come to a dead end, and it's not a blank wall or cave in or anything. It's not exactly a grate, but it's more like a steel plate that's come down that has there's like a bunch of small square holes through it. You can see something on the other side, but it just looks like it's kind of embedded in the stone, uh, and it's blocking your progress. What would you like to do, anyone?
Give me
Anyone,
6 hours or so. I can turn into bees.
anyone got some explosives? No? Damn. Maybe there's an opening mechanism somewhere around here, right?
There might be
So
like a discern if you want to look around.
I could do that. Probably again with technology, right?
Yeah, it sounds like a technology discern.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if my ability echoes is helpful here, but I'm not sure.
You can
I
glimpse
can
the remnants
glimpse the remnants of what has come before. I
Oh,
witness ghostly recreations of the past in our current location.
I love
Ooh.
that. I love that. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and roll,
Okay,
that
I
discern plus.
I'll try to do that. I actually have discern.
That's great.
Okay, yeah, let's see if the dice like me better this time. Come on. Yeah, they do.
Great. Um, full success. Um, yeah, so clearly the sockeye and them came through this way. Uh,
Wow.
so I think what you see is um, there's some sort of mechanism. Um, the mechanism is on the other side. They trigger it. Tell me what it looks like. Tell me what that sort of ghostly recreation of that event looks like.
I think what happens is that I step a little closer to the shadow, get a little more see-through, transparent, and then I think around me these shadows will these hints of shadows really it's pretty dark, so it's hard to see what they're actually doing, but you can see that this might look like Sockeye Joe maybe, and like they and you can see the shadow of the gate kind of going opening up and them stepping through, and yeah,
Yeah,
I think you can see a shadowy representation of the mechanism on the other side, which is probably, I think, a bejeweled kind of pad that has some sort of gems or something that you get to you should touch. Can't be too hard because Sockeye don't know how to do it.
yeah.
But if
I
somebody
think
can turn into bees, they can fly through and touch the things.
Yeah, I think probably part of it is like Sakaijo trying to pry out some of the gems and failing.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe that's how they opened the gate actually, because they were messing with the
Accidentally
gems.
came open. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Sakai's not the sharpest tool.
No.
Yeah, so there definitely is a mechanism on the other side there.
So can you do that, Dolan?
It'll take me a while. The ability takes at least 6 hours to use.
Whoa.
But
I
maybe
mean,
maybe I could send a few bees over there.
maybe
Sounds
that
faster
would,
than what we could do
yeah.
digging. Yeah.
I mean, I could take us all into the realm of the dead, and then we could probably just sidestep that problem. But that might be, I mean, that might be a little overkill.
We already did try one shortcut today and
It
we saw I'm not
was a good shortcut.
You can also rush to get your bee thing done in an hour by marking some blood stress,
That's true.
but that's your call.
that's a little blood stress between friends.
All
Or
right,
you
I'll
could
do it.
just, yeah, okay, cool.
I'm gonna turn into bees quickly.
Ooh, nice.
Fantastic.
Well, I love it when he does that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
Let me roll the stress for you.
All right.
Oh, that's only
Ah,
one.
only
Only
one.
great. So just take one blood stress. Do you have any blood protection?
I do not.
Okay, cool. Um, what what do we see that is different when you tell the bees to accelerate the process? Like how do they damage you on the way out?
I think the bees like kind of yeah, they've kind of like burst out of my chest, and you
Mm.
see it looks painful as uh his Dolwen's skin kind of disintegrates and rides with the bees worming their way out.
Whoa.
And they are they're so the swarm is chewing you entirely up and reforming
Yep,
on the other side.
yeah.
Great.
Close, but
Great.
great.
You did it in an hour, no problem. You did mark blood stress, so
All
let's
right,
roll
go ahead
that.
and roll a fallout test.
Probably nothing's going to happen. Great. Fantastic. Um, cool. So it takes an hour. What are Xanthar and our null friend, Red Eye, what do you how do you pass the time? How do you pass an hour while this disgusting thing happens?
I mean, I definitely want to watch.
Yeah, yeah, sure. But I mean, it's an hour. I will talk.
Yeah. After
I
an
will,
hour, maybe.
I mean, we can talk about the stuff that we've experienced. I can tell you about, you tell me about some parts about the heart. I can tell you some parts about the spire up there where I know you're not supposed to go, but
Yeah.
there's ways around not supposed to do stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not even that interested in it, but like you have been there, so like, and I know you left, but like, was it there any part of the spire that you liked?
Oh, there were lots of parts of the spiral. Like most of them didn't belong to me, but I mean,
The best things never do.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the Elfir up there, they have a pretty sweet life setup. Really, I mean, I could only watch from afar and polish a goblet or something every once in a while, or a bedpan, which was not that fun actually.
Mm.
But they had some really great artifacts, even stuff like that. What they didn't have was guys turning into bees. They couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Would mess with their hairdos anyway, so they probably
Mm.
just wouldn't. But yeah, there were nice parts. There were temples and stuff like that. Talking about the gods up there. The moon goddess that was supposedly watching over us. Oh, and we had newspapers. That's the fun thing.
Oh.
Yeah, we had newspapers where exploits like mine, for example, were published to a wider audience.
Wow. So they must have announced your death.
Mm.
No, I died down here actually.
Oh. Yeah, down here we don't have newspapers. You got like a kind of a word of mouth thing, and every person adds their own little bit of flair to the message, and so it's mostly still true when you hear it, but it would be nice to have like something that stayed the same and was written down.
I have a thing from up there. Let me show you. And I'm showing you my wanted poster.
Whoa.
Yes, printed and all.
I
Ooh.
thought you were some kind of goody goody, and here you are,
Oh no, no. I wasn't.
wanted.
Yeah, for theft and of course, what's the word? Uh, espionage.
Mm.
Whatever
Whoa.
that I don't know who they thought I was spying for, but they
Were,
put it
were
in
you,
for good measure.
were you part of a revolutionary cell up there?
Maybe, yes, of course I was. What drow inspire is not part of a revolutionary cell? I mean, come on, gotta have some self-respect.
Red Eye, are you charmed by these tales?
Yeah, I think I'm like, it must be nice to like fight for or something. I think
Yeah,
all my life I've been just kind of, I mean, down here in the heart, there's survival, and then I mean, we all got our desires, we all got stuff we're going after, but it must have been nice to actually have a higher purpose.
yeah. I mean, I wasn't too highly placed in the revolutionary thing. Mark, do you remember what they are called? The Spire
I don't know, but I do have the PDF of Spire. I can look it up real quick.
I mean, no, you don't have to. I'll just make something up. I played Spire for a while
Oh yeah,
when my character was part of such a cell. So
I would love to.
and yeah, anyway, so yeah, that was something, right? Because you were working with
Wow.
people, and what was pretty clear cut. Elfir bad, not Elfir good. That was super simple. But down here, it's all. I mean, there's even Elfir who seem to be kind of nice.
Yeah, if you see an outfield down here, then they've fallen a little ways.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we could start our own revolution, just not sure against what.
What you got?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, the only guys we could ever push against would be the. I mean, this sounds crazy, right? The Pebble Hunters. That would be.
I mean, we
Oh, to
for
go against
first.
them would be too much.
I mean, for a start, they're not as powerful as the Elfir were. So,
Yeah, I mean, maybe if someone like you could go up against the Elfir, maybe,
I
maybe we
mean,
could do
we could
something.
think about it, right? Just start a little
Um,
revolutionary cell things.
I
Give ourselves code names and all.
Well, I hadn't. I mean, I've been on my own so long, I hadn't really even considered that's quite the wow, revolutionaries. All right.
Mhm.
Zendar, it sounds like you've hit your minor
Yes,
beat there.
yes, I have.
So go ahead and click the box next to that, check it off, and feel free to take a minor ability.
Mhm.
Uh,
Oh,
you can tell us what it is
Oh.
or not, and just surprise us when it happens. Cool, but Dole,
Oh, we're trying to hit those. Okay.
yeah, you're trying to
yeah.
hit
I
those.
thought you were
Yes.
trying to make those happen for us. That's
I
awesome.
am.
Thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah.
Thanks for teaching us that, Zinthar.
Both things.
And
Yeah,
I get to take another beat then if
yeah, you get to
once
take
I've
a
taken the
minor beat.
advance. Okay. One other question. It
Mhm.
says when I gain a minor advance, refresh D6.
Oh yeah.
What does
So
that
that
mean?
means you can roll a d6 and get rid of that much stress on one of your.
Oh,
Uh,
that I like that.
so
Just roll it
I
here.
believe so. Yeah, just roll a d6, and you only got two stress there. No
Oh,
big.
see,
Wipe it
I
out.
s- I'm not that stressed anymore about the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Wow, always so cool under pressure.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I live for this shit.
I mean, you did.
I did, yeah.
You-
And you know what? I stopped living and I still wouldn't let go.
After a while, Dolan reforms on there. Minor messing around with that pad. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to the. It's like a little, like a hexagonal thing of jewels, which it feels very tasty to you in particular. Like, um, and maybe there was a code or sequence at some point. It feels like just hitting buttons makes a thing go away. Um, it doesn't retract all in like in one piece. Um, this this thing that seems like it was one big plate was actually formed of like hundreds of really thin kind of strips of metal that all like intricately form together, and they sort of like retract in a very unsafe looking way if you were to be there when it closed. But it seems to have, it will close at some point again, since it seems to have done that after Sakai came through. So moving along is probably in everyone's best interest. Um, great. Let's delve further. Who would like to do that? And Dolan, can you can keep using that dimensional barometer if you like to.
Okay.
The only drawback is if you fail, you're the one that's always taking stress.
Mm. Well, I'll go ahead and things seem to be going well for me so far. So I can try to lead us further on. Um, roll delve and technology. That's an 8.
That's an 8. Great. You make progress. Roll that D6 to see how far we get.
All right, 2.
2. Almost there. You can almost smell the fungus. Um, yeah, you can almost smell the fungus as the walls of the where was I here? The walls of the stone walls of the tunnel. Um, it is more of a smell at first. Um, the and then you start feeling it as you're kind of squishing along it. The ground starts to soften a bit, um, and it feels like it still looks like stone, but it all the stone feels kind of spongy a little bit as you're walking through. Um, and as you progress, it's it's still dark, and there's no sky because you're underground. It does feel like there is, weirdly enough, a little bit of sunlight kind of peeking through the ceiling, which, as you progress, kind of gives way to a larger. Um, the ceiling, ramps up, and you lose sight of it, and sun doesn't come down here, but it feels like there's a little bit of sunlight coming through. Um, the air becomes less kind of less metal and stone kind of smelling as you've been walking this tunnel, and more organic. And you can kind of see as you progress through there, that um, dust, spores, something is filtering. It's very very idyllic looking as these kind of like shafts of sunbeams are kind of coming out. The tunnel has opened up a little bit. It's maybe 2 or 3 times as wide as it was before, and the whole thing has got this sort of idyllic, like softer feel to it, with these sunbeams filtering down with these very nice little things filtering through it. Who is leading the way? No reason.
I mean, Dolwyn's been leading the way with his dimensional barometer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How does that barometer work? What does that look like?
I think it it detects kind of low pressure fronts where the the walls between different dimensions are uh, narrower, and
Mm,
so it can, at least in theory, I think, detect the heart warping to accommodate kind of our path,
yeah.
and so it kind of supposed to lead us in the correct direction.
Hmm. Yeah. In fact, that's exactly what you feel like is happening here. There's sort of like a warm front coming in, dimensionally speaking, where it feels like that Redcap Grove is kind of melding into the Vermisian tunnel. Um, I think as you're walking forward and kind of consulting your barometer as you're going through, you feel what do you? Oh, what do you feel first? Do you feel your skin burning, or like wax melting, or maybe some bees you feel get burned a little bit?
Yeah, I think maybe a few bees are kind of scouting up ahead.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't think the others would notice this. They don't have the same attunement to your swarm as you do. But the bees that are scouting ahead slightly before you, as they sort of drift into uh, a ray of sunshine, kind of just like curl up, and their wings crinkle, and they just fall to the ground. Um, I think that sets you off, and you notice the beams of sunlight becoming warmer, uncomfortably so, as you go forward, um,
Hmm.
to the point where I think everyone begins to feel it um, until it gets to the point where it feels like it's giving you like instant sunburn when you move through it. Um, how would you like to progress through here? You're in this. It's kind of like almost like a mushroom glade in a tunnel at this point.
Yeah, and there's these the sunlight is everywhere here. There's no way
Yeah,
for us to.
yeah. It's just like very, very, very nice looking, but apparently very unpleasant.
Hmm. Anyone have an umbrella?
I have, let me see. Oh, yes, I can. I mean, I don't know if how effective this would be, but walking in the shadow of death, right?
Ooh,
So somebody have a candle?
I'm sure someone has a candle.
Because if I blow out a lit candle and focus, I can extinguish all light sources nearby. Sources that cannot be easily extinguished are temporarily muted instead.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, I mean, clearly an adventurer is going to have a candle. Uh,
yeah, yeah. I've got this one.
how
It's it's. I think I got Dalvin. Did I get it from you?
Sure. Yeah.
beeswax.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I feel that's kind of poetic, even, right?
Right. Um, it doesn't look like there's a role associated with that.
Mm-mm.
It's just the thing that you do.
Yeah.
Um, I think we're going to I think we're going to need to see how much it's muted because it's not
Mhm.
just like a lamp. This is the sun.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. Fair.
I think
Fair.
I think we can call this a sneak though.
Yep. Okay, I can do that.
And would you say is this a cult or religion for you, do you think?
I have religion as a domain, so
Cool. Yeah, we'll give that. So that sounds like three dice, right?
nice.
Sneak and religion.
Religion. Cool. Uh, uh, uh. It's not helpful. It's also not helpful. Let's see how that goes.
A four. Ooh,
Oh no, well,
that is
yep.
good. Um, what what goes wrong? Like why does the sunlight, which clearly can't be sunlight, resist the shadow?
I think what happens, this shadow is the shadow of death, right?
Hmm.
So I think the sunlight just draws maybe some kind of energy from the life around it, like the mushrooms, they're alive.
Yeah.
And the shadow fights a bit, but it gets burned by the sunlight, like the bees did.
Right.
And I think
Right.
the candle that I have in my hand, it just melts. And
Mm. Great. That's going to be supplies stress then. That's
okay,
fantastic.
okay,
I
cool.
love an opportunity to supply stress.
How much of it?
It's going to be six supply stress.
Ow,
Yeah.
that is not great. Let me do a fallout test though.
Yeah.
No fallout. One
Oh,
versus zero. Oh,
you have to click
huh?
out of it before you roll, but it looks like you rolled a one. Um,
I think I rolled a one, so I take fallout, right?
you take fallout.
Cool.
Fallout? Great question. Let me take a look. um, let's see. Oh, a one is a okay. That's just a regular failure. Stress. Result minor. If the result is lower than total stress and between 1 to 6, you take minor fallout. Great. Let me look up the fallout because there's a bunch of fun things we can do here. Fallout for fortune. Hmm.
You said it was supplies, I think, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, supplies. Right. Um. Hmm. um. Let's do this. Your fallout, and you can put this in your fallout section under. I think it's under resources. Yeah. Let me put it in chat here. Your fallout is deader. This is minor fallout. During the next session or later in this one, an NPC who has lent you money will call in a favor. And then a stress 2 supplies. Cool. So yeah, this the sunlight is still unpleasant to walk through. Um, if you all want to just push forward, you can, and take D6 blood stress, or we can figure out another way.
With the fallout, the stress goes away, or does it stay?
Oh, your stress goes away when yes, when you take minor fallout, the stress for
Okay, cool.
so you're down to 0 supply stress again.
Cool.
Thank you for reminding me. So what do we think? How do we get through this idyllic hell?
I think it might be time to like cast a spell.
Oh, what kind of spells do we have?
I forgot I was a magician. I got Greed of the Red King, I was thinking. Um, the Red King's one desires wealth. He was so devoted to the pursuit of gold that he dreamed himself a reality of infinite splendor. Roll discern plus occult to cast the spell. On a success, you determine what a target you can see once most of all right now. Oh, wait. So we don't really have a target. Or I don't know. Can I do the spell on one of us so that we see a better, like not burned up area?
I mean, the mushrooms are also alive. Maybe it will work.
Oh,
Make me stretch my brain a little bit, but yeah, you can give it a try if you want to do
I
it.
mean, I can look at these other ones. Or I could do Mark of Hunger. I can taste the power slumbering, and I want it more than anything. I could smell sources of magic power.
Ooh.
So maybe I could sniff around and smell and see if there's anything that could help us.
Oh yeah.
Different magic has different scents. Or I could sneak, but that feels like that only helps me.
Yeah. You can smell sources of magical power. I think yeah, I think the magical power here is, let me find this here. I need to get a hard copy of this book. It's much easier to flip through. I think the source of power here is the magic that you smell feels. Did you say you grew up here in the heart?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's an unfamiliar smell because it's kind of the smell of kind of like plant matter. Um, and you've smelled plants before, but it's not as prevalent as if you had grown up like in the woods, right? Um, but you know that this particular sort of green smell is associated with druids, druidic nature magic, and you can tell that this isn't just a natural phenomenon. This is a ward that's been put up by some some druidic sect to protect the area you're going into.
This sunshine is their protection.
Yeah, yeah. So they've this isn't just the heart fucking with you. This is someone intentionally setting this up as a ward.
um, yeah. So I think I tell the others that that's what I found.
Hmm.
Huh. Somebody
So-
doesn't want us to get in this area. Must be some good stuff.
No.
Must be.
And that druid person can be in that area, right? They can be in the middle of this whole thing, and if we walk in and brave the sunlight, they might say, "Hey, these are my mushrooms. Let me hit you with more sunlight," which is not good for my complexion, really.
It's not great for wax either.
Okay, so we could split forces. Somebody goes and engages the druid.
Yeah, maybe I could. I mean, I have a sneak, or we have some bees, or
Maybe
someone
there's
can
another way
guard.
into this place. Maybe we can
Yeah.
sneak around. We can take the long way and surprise this person.
I,
It might be a little tunnel or something we could find.
yeah, I was thinking about distracting them with an obvious, like, "Hello, druid, we were looking for your wisdom," bullshit stuff, while somebody else sneaks in and grabs whatever we want, right?
I
And
do have a
just to,
sneak thing I could do, but I like this long way around idea too.
Yeah.
just to
I
clarify,
mean,
it's not like there's a druid there doing this. It's like someone set this up here and like they're not around anymore. This is just
Mm,
oh, okay.
laser grid.
I
They say.
wonder if I could like sneak through and like deactivate it, or maybe
Oh.
the bees could.
yeah.
I mean, the bees have burned up in this,
That's true.
As the bees burn up, and Darwin already sped it up earlier, and I don't know if I can watch that again in one day.
oh,
There's
yeah,
always something to run
running
forward
into
to.
this and trying to turn it off might be our best bet, really.
Yeah, let's see what my character keeper went away. Let's go
Yeah.
back. I have mark of shadow. I conceal my activities from rivals and superstitious fools with a mark etched on my skin. When I speak the right words, I become hard to notice. I have a sneak skill. Hiding from someone or something is always a standard action for me and never risky or dangerous.
What's
Is that?
the action you would like to do?
I mean, I want to sneak around the sunlight, but I'm not sure that that makes sense.
I mean, we could say, picking your way through it without getting burned might be a sneak.
Yeah, I'd like to do that if that's possible.
Yeah. And probably a sneak occult, right? Because that's druid magic.
Yeah.
So you can hit select sneak and occult from those drop downs and hit roll.
Okay.
Oh, you can also help each other. Um, each person that's helping adds a D10, but the person helping also receives fallout if you fail. So if there's a way that you would like to try and help either one of you, we could add dice to that, but you would also take fallout if and when they fail. If not,
I could try to help. Yeah, no,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was to say, look for a kind of path through the sunlight and kind of direct them as they try to walk through.
Cool.
I like that. You're on the walkie-talkie and I'm trying
Yep.
to hop from stone to stone.
Awesome. Cool. There's that little plus there. You can click the arrow up to make that a +1 next to where it says standard and hit roll. Hey, that's an 8. Great. Total success. Tell me what that looks like.
Yeah, I think it is like kind of like little Indiana Jonesy, like hopping from like small shadow to small shadow, like trying to get around. While Dalwyn, I think, yeah, Dalwyn's like calling out, like, no, 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 to your left, or however they want to do it.
Is there, Dalwyn, do you detect like some sort of pattern that makes it easier to pick their way through?
Yeah, I think this is a kind of a natural kind of grid pattern. This may be kind of a fractal grid that if you look at it long enough, you can kind of see a pattern.
That bee vision helps out. Cool. I think with Red Eye blazing the path through. The rest of you can follow in the same footsteps and make it through okay. Um, yeah, so you've made it past the sunlight laser grid. We're getting real close to our goal here. Who would like to make hopefully our last delve roll?
I can make our last death roll because you know what? I've picked up something about the is this technology still?
Yes, this will be technology or what?
Okay. Because I think I picked up a little bit from the echo of this technology stuff from when I looked at the echoes with the gate. Because I've taken that as a minor advance that I can take a domain that I don't have
Oh, cool.
after once the session, but I think the session's nearly over, so that's fine. And I've absorbed memories basically when I did that.
Oh, nice.
So I can actually roll both delve and technology and probably fail anyway, but you know, maybe someone wants to help me out.
I think delve rolls are don't.
Oh no, okay, cool.
But
Then I'll just
I
roll
would
these.
though.
That's a 5.
five, great.
No.
That's with stress.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, it's a failure. It's a
Oh, sorry,
failure.
it's a failure. Sorry, a 6 is a 6.
Yeah. No, I can
Great.
roll with this thing.
Oh,
Okay. Wait a minute. Shouldn't I have rolled 3 dice though?
oh yeah, roll it because you didn't.
I mean, but there are only 2, right? That
Oh
are
yeah,
shown.
because it
I don't know why.
you didn't mark the technology button there.
Oh, right.
Roll a little
Okay. Then
higher.
I will do that. And should I just roll again?
Yeah, just roll a
Probably, yeah.
d10.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, see
Yeah,
that
10. There we go.
yeah, I
Fantastic.
should have remembered that.
Cool. I think a 10 will get you a d6. So unless you roll a 1, I think we're gonna make it.
You shouldn't have said unless you roll a 1. No, I rolled.
Or fantastic. Cool. So echoes, you've absorbed memories once per session when you're in location with the domain. So where so I think this is probably more wild, right? Because we're getting very close to the grove. What are these memories and echoes that you're picking up from the Redcap Grove that allow you to pinpoint it?
So if these memories are come from the grove, it's probably from the Druid, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So like I have this idea of how so these surroundings work because wild is not usually what I'm good with, but the Druid knew, and I'll just do what the Druid did.
Nice, nice. Just like follow them home, basically.
Mhm.
Cool. Yeah, so you make it to Redcap Grove. That is that is there. Um, what as the tunnel kind of opens up, um, it's still in this cave area with and still has that dappled sunlight coming through the ceiling, but it's not dangerous here. It's just very nice looking. And you open up into this cave, and it looks like the ruins of a cathedral that is just covered with all different colors, mushroom, fungus, brackets, spores kind of wafting through the air. Um, yeah, and how do you approach the grove is kind of like built around and in this cathedral. What's your how do you approach the grove?
Looking to Red Eye. They're the expert for this.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know this
Know
place.
the place.
Yeah, I think I'm having trouble understanding the question mark.
So you found the location that you're looking for.
Yeah.
This cathedral that is overgrown with spores. You just want to like head straight to it.
Yeah, I think I just started like
Oh,
running towards
oh,
it.
fantastic, love it. Um,
Obviously.
Yeah.
We finally made it. Let's go.
Made it. That's great. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let me find this guy.
Could go
No
wrong.
problems. Nothing.
There we go. Ooh, yeah. What do they have there? And I think as you kind of like run through this field of mushrooms, going towards it, the there's a puff in front of you, and like you see it first, and then you hear the like pop of a probably a rifle. It sounds like kind of, and you can see that it is not uninhabited. There is a watch on the like the parapets of this cathedral, the ruins here. Um, you can see uh, multiple people up there. You assume one has some sort of weapon that just shot at you. And you hear someone yell out, um, uh, interlopers, state your business or become one with the grove. And I think that's where we'll end it.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
They're unfriendly druids.
Unfriendly. Oh no.
Cool, fantastic. That's a great place to take a pause.
Nice.
Since we didn't take a break at the top of the hour. Cool. Any questions about stuff that we've done? There's a lot of stuff, a lot of moving pieces. Anything that's not like super clear, or you want to kind of
I think I didn't understand the beats.
mhm. Yeah, so
So instead of you doing them for us, we need to seek them out.
yeah, and so different beats are kind of like some things like you can do actively, and some things like Dolan has a beat that's find a helpful text. Um, I need to provide that text for you, right?
Okay.
Whereas yeah, performing a truly reprehensible act, I feel like that's up to you.
It's supposed to be a secret.
um,
Don't tell them.
yeah, and so it's kind of a combination of like you telling me like what kinds of things you'd like to see, and that I can kind of like harvest to provide things for you, but also kind of things to remind you like, oh, I kind of want to do this.
Okay. Is that once per turn? We have those until we do them.
Yeah, and so at the end of a session, you can swap them out for new ones. So you can, if you've completed one, you can replace it now. So you can only do two per session, basically. Uh,
Mm.
and I kept track of which ones I did in my notes, and kind of like planned out which ones I wanted to do there. But that's just me being fussy. So yeah, so if you want to, now that we kind of have a better feel for like what they feel like, you can replace them, swap them out with ones, or keep them and just keep pressing on. Uh,
Cool.
yeah, yeah. And so it's a combination of
Thank
like
you.
me providing you stuff and you doing stuff that you want to do.
Got it. I was just like, oh, that made a lot of sense when Zenthar did that. I was like, oh, that would have been good instead of just me talk about nothing.
Yeah, and I'll try to keep an eye out for them if you all miss them. But if you see that you hit one, take your thing and be like, I did it.
Awesome. Thanks. That's helpful.
And kind of like how we do like blades kind of things. It's really up to you to determine whether you've done it or not. So I'm not going to be the one that's like, no, you really didn't do that. Like it's your beat. You tell me if you did it or not, right? I'm not gonna gatekeep your experience. Cool. Let's do a round of stars and wishes. We'll just go around same order. Start off with Nick.
Yeah. Um, it's Big Star. I really like this game so far. The world is amazing. The characters are amazing. I love that it's really setting us up to like just like run towards our horror. Big Star for Mark. Thank you for, as always, being a great guider into the danger. And yeah, I really enjoyed Zenthar's I love Zenthar's personality of like this confidence of like I've already died once. I could drive this train. But then also the like, yeah. And then really loved that moment when Dylan used his bees. That was really cool. And a wish, I wish to kind of explore Red Eye's like kind of bad behavior more because I don't think they're a good person right now.
Well, we definitely have opportunity for that.
They do stuff for they're like contracted by this gang to do this stuff, so I don't think they're gonna be super great all the time. So I mean interested to see what this reprehensible behavior will be.
Excellent. Fantastic. Thank you. Sabine.
Yeah, stars all around. This was a fun session. I love the characters. I love the world. I like the way you presented it. I like the confrontation we had with Sock-Eyed Joe, I think was his name. Yeah, that was fun, and I loved Dalvin turning into bees that well. I was debating with myself if I wanted to do that, but then I chickened out. Um, so yeah, no, good seeing that, and I also liked Red Eyes. Yeah, I've been here all the time. I love the discussion we had about revolutions,
Yeah.
right? That was a fun discussion.
That
So
was great.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to future discussions about revolutions and stuff like that.
Any wishes?
Yeah, that was basically a wish that maybe we can explore that or not. Just see where this goes.
Fantastic.
Mm.
And Elliot.
Yeah, stars all around. I really enjoyed the characters. I thought I got a good sense of who everyone is. And that was fun to see kind of the characters' backstories come out a bit, the conversation and some of the other asides. And it stars to you, Mark, for running, and I think doing a good job of walking us through the different steps. It's my first time playing this game, so but I got a good sense of how everything worked.
There's a lot of stuff.
And yeah, Roll20. I thought you helped us get through that. I've had mixed luck with Roll20 in the past, so I thought it was pretty smooth. And wishes. I mean, I like the Fallout system. I think that's fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing catastrophic things happen going sometime in the future. So
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, someone I think maybe there's the one of the reviews like Fallout's like the second leveling up track. Like you level up good with your abilities, and you also level up bad by getting a bunch of Fallout. And like we're super fun that way. Yeah, thanks y'all for playing. Really enjoyed everyone's characters. Going through the like character creation can be kind of tedious sometimes, but this is like so much fun to like see what everyone's picking and like slowly piecing together the fabric of your characters is so much fun. So yeah, thanks for bearing with Roll20 and figuring out all that. Thanks for like really bringing them all to life. Everyone did a great job, particularly. Big fan of the bee guy. I had that bee take me apart ability in the last game I played. I never got to use it. Thank you for Big Star for bringing that out first off and doing the super gross thing of having her body eaten apart and put back together. Yeah. Thanks the stars to everyone for like playing along with my fishing expeditions. Like, oh, tell me more about this thing because I don't have any ideas. That always makes it fun. Yeah, just good time all around. I'm looking forward to the next 3 sessions, and yeah, we'll go from there. I thought I had one more wish, but I can't remember what it was. I'll think about it. Cool. Anything else before I stop the recording? Cool. Goodbye to the internets.